Hello everyone, myself Dr. Jyoti Gangurde, Assistant Professor of Zoology, KTHM College Nasik. Students, today we are going to discuss on the thorax of insect or segmentation of thorax of insect or wings of insect. So, here the thorax of insect basically which is divided into three segments, or what we say is that it is composed of three segments. Now you can see in the diagram also. So the thorax of insect which is basically divided into three segments. First, second and third, or what we say is that prothorax, mesothorax and metathorax respectively. So again such a segments we say is that anterior segment, middle segment or posterior segment, right? So the anterior segment which is nothing but the prothorax, middle segment which is nothing but the mesothorax, and the posterior segment or the hind segment which is nothing but the metathorax. Now the segmentation in adult insects of the thoracic region which is secondary one. How it is? So here you can see the cuticle is sclerotized, right? So in case of adult insect, right, such a segmentation which is secondary one. Why? Because here the thorax which is cuticularized structure, or what we say is that here a cuticle which gets sclerotized on the thoracic segments. Okay, the basic arrangement which is believed to be consist of dorsal and ventral plates, and such a plates they are associated with narrow intersegmental sclerae which develop into intersegmental folds. Here you can see, right, these are what here you can see intersegmental. This is intersegmental membrane, means the membrane which is present in between the segment. Here you can see these are the segments, right? And here you can see intersegmental sclerae, right? This is the segmental sclerae and the sclerae which is present in between these two, which is nothing but the intersegmental sclerae, right? So here the segmentation of the thoracic region of insect which remains the same all through the eye. Now from the arrangement of thoracic musculature and the intersegmental membranes, it is quite apparent that the adult segmentation is superimposed on the single thoracic segment which has the different sclerae. Now here what you have to remember that, okay, these are the thoracic segments, and here you can see these are the thoracic segments, and here you can see these are the segmental sclerae, right? Segmental sclerae, they are present in each segment, or these are the segmental sclerae, or the another sclerae which is present in between these two, or what we say is that in between or inter. So here intersegmental sclerae, right? Okay, now here the arrangement of such a musculature at intersegmental membrane, right, which is appears here you can see thoracic musculature and intersegmental membrane. It is appears that the adult segmentation which is superimposed on the single thoracic segment, and now such a segments have the sclerites, right? So here you can see the sclerites such as you can see in the diagram. First sclerite, okay, here the tergite. Now here you can see tergite. Before that you should keep in mind, okay, this is the insect body. So the upper region, which is the dorsal region. Okay, so the dorsal region sclerite, which is called as the tergite. Okay, then this is ventral side, ventral body, right? So the ventral side of the insect, which is called as the sternite. Okay, so this is the tergite region. Below region is the sternite region, right? And the lateral region. Okay, lateral. Okay, so here you can see dorsal means below surface, right? Below surface, or what we say is that at ventral side, right? So this is the dorsal side, then below side is the ventral side, and here you can see this is the lateral region. Okay, lateral region, which is called as the pleurite. So the insect body here, the sclerites, okay, the sclerite, dorsal, ventral and lateral. So dorsal sclerite, we called it as a tergite, then the ventral, that is the sternite, and the lateral, that is pleurite. Okay, so here first we can focus on the tergite. So the dorsal side of the thorax. Okay, now the tergum of the prothoracic segment, which is known as the pronotum, right? So here the tergum or tergite, okay, what we say is that it is totally the same. Tergites many or tergum, okay, a single. So here the tergum of prothoracic segment means tergum of pro means the anterior segment. So the tergum of prothoracic segment, which is known as the pronotum. Okay, now which is such a pronotum, which is a small and serves for the attachment of leg muscles, right? So here the pronotum, which is the first thoracic plate, or it is the site for the attachment of the leg muscles. But in case of Coleoptera means beetles, Dipteroptera means cockroaches, and Orthoptera means grasshoppers, okay, it forms a large plate providing the protection. Means what? In depending on the number of insect groups, okay, such as tergites, they get modified to form different structures. Okay, in few insects, they are acting as a site for the attachment of muscles, whereas in another insects like grasshoppers, cockroaches, or either beetles, okay, such a pronotum, which is acting as a site for the protection, okay, or which give protection to the body. Now here the thoracic terga, which consists primitively of three simple segments or segmental plate. Okay, so what it is? The thoracic terga, which consists primitively of three simple segmental plates. Okay, now such as segmental plates, they are called as a nota. Okay, nota which is nothing but what? The segmental plates of the thorax, right? So previously the thorax, or primitively the thorax consists of such a three number of plates. Okay, so where lay the small intersegmental sclerae. Okay, now in these three segments, what is present? The intersegmental sclerites. Now the intersegmental sclerites have become closely associated with notum in front or with one behind, right? So in latter case, the intersegmental sclerite form a narrow band at the front of notum called acrotergite. Okay, again you can focus in this diagram. Here you can see this is what the segmental plate, or what the segmental sclerite, and here suppose these are the segments, thoracic segments, right? Or the segmental plate, which is divided into three plates, right? So each plate which get connected by means of intersegmental sclerite, right? So here the intersegmental sclerite forms a narrow band. Here you can see the intersegmental sclerite which form a narrow band anterior or in front of the notum. Notum is what? Plate. Okay. So such a intersegmental sclerite which they form a plate-like structure. Okay. In front, or it is called as a acrotergite. Okay. So such a acrotergite which is in former case which is known as the postnotum. Okay, post means what? Posterior. Or acrotergites, they are present anterior to the notum. Okay, and posttergites, they are present posterior to the notum. Means depending on the presence of their location, the name given, that is acrotergite and protergite. Sorry, postnotum. Okay, now in many of Pterygota, the mesothorax and metathorax both possess an acrotergite but no postnotum. Okay. Now here, again I repeat here, acrotergite, which is the sclerite or segmental, or which is a plate-like structure which is present in front of the plate. Okay. Or it is called as what? Thoracic plate. It is known as the acrotergite. And in some insect, okay, behind the thoracic plate, again a sclerite or such a kind of structure which is present, it is called as a postnotum, right? So here in many of Pterygota, means those insects, they cannot show the presence of wings, that is of Pterygota. The mesothorax and metathorax both possess acrotergites but no postnotum. Okay. Now in case of Orthoptera, Coleoptera, Orthoptera, that is grasshopper, in case of Coleoptera, that is beetles. Okay. The metathorax has acquired two sclerites, while the mesothorax has no postnotum. Now the notum, which is typically divided into three sclerites. Here the notum is what? The plates, segmental plates of the thorax, right? So the notum, which is typically divided into three sclerites, the sclerites such as prescutum, then scutum and scutellum, right? So at the site of pronotum, in Lepidoptera, the area which is lobe-like structure or which is called as a patagia. Okay. So what you should remember here, such a thoracic plate. Okay. The thoracic plate which is divided into three sclerites, prescutum, then scutum or the scutellum. Now this is what about the tergite, right? Tergite means what? Here the dorsal sclerites of the thorax. Now terga, which is followed by the next, that is pleurites. Pleurites means those sclerites, they are present at the lateral body side of the insect, right? So the pleural sclerites, they were derived from a primitive subcoxal segment of the leg. So there are probably three pleural sclerites, one ventral and two dorsal. Okay, so the pleurites, okay, pleurites, they derive from, okay, the coxal segments of the insect. Okay, coxa means what? Leg segment. So pleurites, they derive from the coxal segment of the insect or subcoxal segments of the insect leg. Okay, so there are probably three pleural sclerites, right? So the pleura, which shows the three number of sclerites, of which one pleurite which is on the ventral side and two pleurites, they are at the dorsal side. Okay, now the pleuron, here the pleuron of pterygote, which is uniform structure, means those insects, they having wing, that is pterygotes. In those insects, such a pleuron which shows the uniform structure and which consisting of and anterior epimeron. Here you can also see in the diagram anterior epimeron, and which is divided into an upper and lower scleroid, that is which is divided into upper and lower scleroid, or upper one that is called as a anaepimeron, or lower or the posterior scleroid of the epimeron, which is known as the cataepimeron. Okay. Now the epimeron, which is also sometimes divided into anaepimeron and cataepimeron by a transverse suture. Okay. Either, okay, they get divided or they are undifferentiated structure. If they get divided, then the dividation which is by means of transverse suture, or if undivided structure, though they shows upper part and lower part, that is anaepimeron and cataepimeron. Now when the pleuron is fused with sternum, okay, such a pleuron which is fused with the sternum is what? The ventral scleroid or the ventral body site of the insect. So when the pleuron which is fused with the sternum, it is known as the precutus. And when such a precutus which is fused with the tergum by downward prolongation of the prescutum and postnotum. So here you can see such a episternum. Okay, before that the sternum, right? What it is? When the pleuron which is fused with the sternum, right? Such a pleuron which is fused with the sternum, so it is known as the precutus, and when it get fused with the tergum, okay, by downward prolongation of the prescutum and the postnotum. Okay, now here this is what here. Then the episternum, okay, then the episternum of the, or it is a pleuroid, right? It again get divided into two parts. So here the first part, that is pre-episternum, and here the lower part, okay, what we say is that the cataepisternum. So here total this region, okay, or what we say is that the pleurites, okay, of the insect, they get derived from the coxa or subcoxa region of the leg, okay, and here you can see this is the notum, here postnotum, here epimeron which shows again or divides into anterior and posterior part. Anterior one, that is anaepimeron, posterior, that is cataepimeron. Or here you can see this area which get divided into two, that is epimeron or episternum, right? So this transfer reach which is known as the dural sulcus. Now here again the episternum, which again get vertically divided into two parts. The former part or the anterior part, it is the pre-episternum, and the posterior region which is called as the cataepisternum. Okay, now this is what about the pleurites of insect. Then after that the sternum of insect. Here the sternal region of each segment consists typically of the segmental plate and intersegmental scleroid. Okay, now the sternum is the ventral side or ventral body region of the insect, or what we say is that the ventral tergite. Okay, so the ventral not tergite, ventral scleroid of the insect. So sternum is the ventral region. Here you can see in the diagram also. Here the sternal region of each segment. Okay, each segment means what? Prothoracic segment, mesothoracic segment and metathoracic segment. So, the sternal region of each segment, which consists typically of segmental plate and segmental plate which get divided by means of the intersegmental sclerae. Okay, now the segmental plate which is divided into again 3 sclerites. Here pre-episternum, basisternum or sternum. Okay, by means of the transverse suture and which get connecting the apophyseal pits or pit point of sternum of cuticular invaginations or such a invaginations they arising a pair of furcal arm from thoracic endoskeleton. Okay, now here you can see in the diagram the segmental plate, right, which is divided into 3 sclerites. Here you can see pre-episternum. Now here the segmental plate, okay, here you can see this is the segmental plate, right. So the segmental plate which is divided into 3 regions. Here you can see pre-sternum, then basisternum and this region is the sternum, right. So, and the intersegmental sclerite of the sternum, okay, intersegmental sclerite. Here you can see this is the segmental plate and here if you can imagine here the next segment is there, then 2 segments they get connected by means of the intersegmental sclerite, right. So, such a intersegmental sclerite of the sternum which is called as a spinosternum. So, here you can see this is the spinosternum or this is the intersegmental sclerite which connects the another segment of the thorax, right. So, which is called as the spinosternum. So, such a spinosternum which form internally a peg-like apodeme, right. Here you can see the which form the peg-like apodeme along with the furca or such a furca, right, which provide an area of attachment for the longitudinal muscles. Now here the fusion of sternal and pleural region may result in the formation of precoxal and postcoxal bridges. Okay, means what it is? The fusion of the ventral region, right? The fusion of the ventral sclerite and the fusion of the lateral sclerite of the insect or the thoracic region, right? Here the formation of precoxal and postcoxal bridges. Okay. Now this is what about the sternum. Here you can see this is the segmental plate, okay, or which get divided into 3 parts. Now this is again the postcoxal bridge is there. Here you can see coxa, okay, this is the region of coxa where or what we say is that the coxa which is fixed in the coxal socket. So this is the coxa which is and here you can see the trochanter is there. These are the sites for the attachment of the base of the coxa or followed by the next segment of the coxa, that is trochanter, right. And now again here you can see this is the pleural sulcus or the sutures, they can divide such a area into 2 parts, right. Then here you can see this region, right, this basilar or sub basilar regions are there. Or here again you can see this region is the pleural wing process. Okay, pleural wing process means this is the site for the attachment for the base of the wing. Okay, so pleural wing process. Here again you can see the antenotal process. Here this is the prescutum, this is the scutum, and here this is the scutellum, right. So scutum, sorry, prescutum, scutum or the scutellum. These are the parts of tergites, right? So this is the tergal region, right? Here you can see this is the lateral region, right? Or what we say is that this is the ventral region which provide, here you can see, or this sternum which shows fusion with the pleural region, and collectively they form the precoxal and postcoxal bridges. Okay.